That's my tripod. Joining us tonight. Hold up. We're going to invite my guest, who's not yet here with us. You're almost here. Chris, where you at? Got to introduce my guest. Everybody else is here but you, Chris. Where you at? Where you at? You're not here yet. Come on, man. Oh, there you are. All right. Waiting for Mr. Chris Moyse. Oh,
Hey,
hey, welcome
can we
to
see me?
the. I can see you.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna rename this show every night. Tonight it's 20 at 10 with Nat.
20 at 10 with Nat.
We'll see.
I, I
All
wrote
right,
I wrote your theme song.
you wrote my theme song. Okay, I'm setting my timer. Oops, I'm pausing the timer.
Natalie and I were just talking a whole bunch of smack to each other literally 60 seconds before this video started.
I decided that I was gonna introduce you as. Are you
You
ready for this?
you son of a gun. Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Chris Moyse, who is the half French Yankee songwriter, friend of mine, who has just released his first full length album. It's barely been out for 24 hours,
Right?
called Bitter Ballads and Cynical Prayers.
Hmm.
And I have found it personally inspiring because around Thanksgiving when I was feeling lonely, I listened to the Live Till We Die song and I decided it inspired me to write another verse.
Which has never happened. Now, I was gonna say to me, but as far as like songwriters that I know, I've never known somebody who's like, I'm gonna add an extra verse to your song. And you were like, I feel like you were like, is this okay? Like, am I allowed to do this? And I was like, do whatever you want, man.
Well, I mean, some people might be kind of offended. They're like, I wrote a song and it's a complete thing. Yeah, but
This is an
anyways,
honor.
cool. Well, I appreciate it because I felt like I like the song. I can't help but sing along every time you play it. Um, cool. Well, welcome to this random live stream thing that I've only started doing because of the craziness that is going on in our world right now.
Day two, right? Night two?
Oh, yes. I was like, I thought you meant Corona. I was like, I've been in my house for a week now, bro.
Yeah, 2 weeks more like. But yeah, we're coming to you guys live from the apocalypse right now.
The apocalypse in Austin and the apocalypse in Nashville.
Yep.
Well, thanks for joining me. I did want to ask you a question that I was going to think of a really good one before we started chatting, and then I didn't do it. So I'm going to think of one right now.
Is it how did I get to become such a half French Yankee?
No, but it does have to do with your musical journey. I'm formulating
Cool.
the question right now. Okay, I
No.
want to know what was the hardest show to play? Well, I don't know. Or like, what has been maybe the show you were the most nervous to play because of who else was on the lineup? If that's ever
Mm,
happened. Has that ever happened to you?
not that so much.
All
I
right, I'll
like
think of another one.
I no 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 no, but I do have one show in particular that not for that reason, but that I was extremely nervous at.
Hmm.
But it wasn't because of the lineup. But there was a show I played. This was like a year ago, and I decided that I was going to do a show. Um, like the record that just came out yesterday, I decided to do a show where I only played new songs off the soon to be record. And I played this spot called Bowery Vault down the street, like literally down the street from me. And it was like all songwriters in the room, and I was playing these songs out for the first time. And that was the only time that I really felt like I could just feel the sweat like building on my forehead. And like I don't know, like you get to a level where it's kind of like I still get you still get butterflies before some shows probably, right?
Yeah, for sure. It catches
Yeah.
me off guard every time, but still,
But
yes.
you power through it because you've done it before. And this one was not was not like that. Like I could literally just feel myself folding under pressure on
Oh,
stage. But like it went okay, but it was like I was definitely like forgetting stuff that I had played a bunch of times before. But as far as like playing a show, with somebody else on the bill. I'm sure that's made me nervous before, but it's also like, I don't know. The comparison thing, like, that only makes me so nervous because we're all like doing our own different kind of thing. And
True.
it always works out. You always do your thing and the other people do their thing. And I don't know.
I mean, I'm glad to hear that you have reached that mature point of
Well,
thinking.
apparently I'm still capable of faltering, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay, do you feel like that was an adequate question, or do you want me to ask a different one?
I mean, if you got another, I got one for you. Do you want me to give you mine and then you ask me yours?
How about, will you answer a pop question
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I
first?
forgot about this game. Hey, Chris
Okay.
Taylor's here. Hey, Chris.
Chris Taylor,
Chris Taylor's
another
a good buddy
badass
of
musician
ours.
from San Antonio. Hey, Chris, you
Chris,
should be my guest
I
soon.
was just gonna say, I'm sure Natalie will ask you to come on. This
I
is a
have a
cool
lot of
idea.
Chris friends that are artists, so I'm just gonna have a week of Chris's. So y'all stay tuned for the week of Chris. Okay,
Chris says, "How
I'm
are you guys doing this?" We just signed on to Instagram, and I got bourbon to get me through, but
Chris, I'll walk you through it later. All right, so I'm gonna cut the deck here. This is the
cut it.
card, and it says, "I've tried being vegetarian. Have you ever tried being vegetarian?"
Oh, not strictly. I've
Wait,
fallen off. I've fallen off a little bit.
is there a
What?
story you want to tell, or you want me to ask a different question? Because that could be a boring answer.
It's not even a story. All I
All
was
right,
gonna say was there was a time that I went like 2, 3 days a week vegetarian, but that's it. Next question, please.
all right. Cut in the next.
We're down to
I've
five. We're down
I've
to five people now.
I've dumped someone for their political beliefs. Yes or no? You have dumped
Oh,
someone
not
for their
not
political.
not dumped, but I have no, because I don't know. You should know somebody's political beliefs before you start full
That's
on.
fair. Is there a story there you want to share? Or
No,
is it
no
another
story,
duck?
no
Ah,
story. But I
okay.
have. Chris Taylor says I've tried eating vegetables once. Love
All
you,
right.
buddy.
We're gonna try one more time.
Uno más.
I've peed in a sink. Have you ever peed in a sink?
Never peed in a sink. Peed my pants.
Wow,
Next.
I'm like 0 for 3. All right. Well, it's probably all we have time for, but thank you for all the no's. Okay. What question do you have for me?
Oh, let's see here. Hang on. I wrote it down. Oh, this is like I don't know. I think might be interesting to other people. I was gonna ask if because I have, well, whatever. If there's like a seasonality to your songwriting, or do you feel like you're inspired pretty regularly?
Um, I have found that a little bit of accountability helps.
Mm-hmm.
And so it helps me to be involved in songwriting groups where there's a deadline every week or every 2 weeks and where there's a prompt. And because I know that there are like 40 other songwriters who are like busting it to like get a song in by midnight on Sunday.
Right.
And so even if that means that I'm spending 9 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. on a Sunday night writing a song, I'm spending time every week writing a song.
Yeah.
Um, so, but I have also found, I don't know, this last 6 months or so, or even the last year, I feel like I've written a lot of songs, but not a lot of songs I love.
Mm.
So there's only been like maybe two
Important
or
too, though.
three. Yeah, there's only been two or three that I've written that I've really liked enough to be playing them out consistently.
Mm.
So that's kind of a bummer because I'm like, cool, if I went in the studio, I don't know that I have a full length record ready to go.
Knowing your stuff the way I know it, I would argue that you should play those ones that you don't want to play, that you should play them out and just see what happens. Because it's like I've always said that it's like holding a mirror up to your songs, basically, like playing them in front
Yeah.
of a crowd, even if it's a bad song. Because like at least you can figure out what from that is good. Like obviously you have to pick your gig wisely. You don't want to be if you're playing in front of a lot of people, you don't want to be like, here's this potential piece of garbage that I wrote. Um, but
Yeah.
but just knowing you the way I know you, I think there's probably some unpolished gems in there.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll play them for you sometime and let you like give me a thumbs up or thumbs down.
And I'll share them with everybody who's in this on this live stream right now.
Hashtag embarrassing.
Hang on. Wait,
Cool.
Shayna Sands asked, she said the other songs, like, do they inform you on how to write good songs? Oh, well, for me, I definitely think so. Like, I'll play some stuff out that's crap, but when I play it to a crowd and I know why it's crap, I think it helps me write better. What do you do that ever?
Um, I don't know. It's hard to say. I played this one song. The last full band show I played was actually in November. It's been a minute.
Oh yeah.
And I played this song called Waterproof Coffin. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I ever want to play that song again. But I worked it up with a full band and played it, and like it's upbeat, but also like kind of, I don't know, it's not that depressing. It sounds like it would be
Upbeat,
depressing.
depressing? That sounds like right up my alley.
I think the other songs, I think that they're like, it's like hearing it and then realizing like, oh yeah, that's like all right, but it's not what I'm trying to say. Like, and it's like you're digging around and you find some rocks, but you're like, but they're not gold. Like it is a rock, like cool, I found a rock, but I was looking for a
Mm,
nugget of gold, you know? It's
yeah,
like, not gold. But
yeah.
maybe that's such too high of a standard. That's the other thing that's like, well, what am I expecting? You know, like, I don't know. Anyways, so.
Mm. Chris Taylor just said something along the lines of, yeah, if it's dead before it goes live, then why bother? Totally hear that, but
Hmm.
also I think there's something to be learned from, I don't know, trying to breathe life into it, trying to bring it to the crowd. I have another question for you.
For me,
Is there time?
yes. There's like 2 minutes.
I know you're a stickler with the clock over there, so I don't want to ruffle any
I just
feathers.
want people to know that if they tune in after 10:20, they're gonna miss it all.
You're gonna miss it all,
They're gonna miss
guys.
everything.
You're not even here to see again. Um, what? Oh, this is putting you on the spot real bad. But you get like 60 seconds.
Okay.
Who like blows your hair back right now? Especially somebody that maybe you've discovered very recently, or somebody that you didn't expect, or who's
Uh,
in your butt, songwriting wise.
okay. Two artists. I'll give a well-known artist and then a an artist that's not well known.
Dig it.
A local artist that I'm just like every time I hear her, I'm like, is Aubrey Hayes. And she's just like, I don't know where her melodies come from. They're so beautiful all the time. And when she sings, like you believe it. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. And then more of a well-known artist. Recently, I've discovered Pedro the Lion, and
Ooh,
it's
yeah.
it's my own fault. I haven't listened to them before,
Hmm.
but I've only just discovered them. I think I listened to them in January, and I didn't know they just released an album a year ago, and I kind of lost my mind over that album. I just couldn't stop. I kept listening on repeat, and it's just been a minute since I've actually wanted to listen to an album on repeat.
Hmm.
And I could probably I'm really bad with names and titles too, but I could probably name half of the titles and I could sing most of the choruses, and that's saying a lot, I feel like.
Isn't that like the best feeling when you like it's almost like a crush. Like
Yes.
when you
Like when you do
discover
a
a new
deep
record.
dive
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, what am I in seventh grade? And I like have a crush on a person and I'm like,
But
I
you
need
keep
more.
like you like think about the album when you're not listening to
Yeah.
it.
Or
That's
like they
that's rad
come
when
up
it
in
starts to do.
casual conversation and I'm like, this is bad. Yeah.
You're like, I don't know if you guys know, but I've like heard this new record. It's by Page of the Lion. Like, it's not a big deal or whatever, but
But also I like met a couple people from Phoenix and I'm like, oh, so there's this band and they just released an album called Phoenix. Oh, it's bad. Okay, do you want me to answer a pop question? I maybe have time.
yeah, pick one. No, not that one. Okay, fine, that one.
I've sent an incriminating text to the wrong person.
Ooh, I was just talking to somebody about this at work the other day. Well, my past work.
I have actually, but I think that the recovery was okay.
Smooth
Um,
land.
it was a dude, and it was kind of a weird. They were we were like dating or not. We're trying to date or not. It was very unclear, and I think he sent a really weird response to me about like, are we dating or not dating? And I screenshotted it and tried to send
Oh
it to my room.
no. Oh
Tried to send
no.
it to my roommate, like, huh? And then I sent it to him. And I was like, oh, I was like immediately like,
Oh.
how do you? I didn't say anything. I just screenshotted it and sent it to him. And I was like, how do you recover from that? Like, why are you sending me a screenshot of our own conversation?
What did
And
you say?
I
How do
think
you
I was,
recover?
I think I was like, yeah, I don't understand why you said that.
Oh no.
And it was fine. We
You
figured it
know what?
out.
You
It just
owned
was
it.
like, ooh, yeah.
Because you owned it though. At that point, it's like, listen, you know you messed up. You just gotta
And
own
I
it.
mean, the reality was that's why I screenshot it because I was like, I have no idea why you said that. And
Oof.
also, that's why. And then I also sent it to my roommate, and I was like, this just happened.
I sent a scantily clad photo of Pat Benatar to an organization of 500 plus people by accident one time.
Wait,
The
an
one that I
email?
worked for, to be
An
fair.
email?
Yeah, yeah, in an email, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, my boss brought me to their office and they were like, "Hey, we just want you to know you could have been fired for this, but we're being nice right now." I was like, "Okay." Check who you're sending stuff to, folks. That's a lesson to be
oh,
learned tonight.
oh man.
Yeah.
So many people are joining and waving. I just want to acknowledge all the wavers. Hi.
Hi guys.
Um, okay. We have time for you to play one song. I'd love for you to play a song off of your new album, and you already know which one's my favorite, but you can play whatever you want.
That means that I have to play what you want,
No,
though.
you can play whatever you want.
You don't mean that.
I
Um,
do.
no, I'll play that. I like that. I like that song. It's yeah, this is a song I wrote about dysfunctional families. When I was home for the holidays, I was inspired to write it. Can you send me that picture of Pat Benatar? Chris Taylor, it's coming your way after this. She's in a
Just for
leotard. You're
you,
gonna love
Chris.
it. Yeah, Natalie. For those of you just joining, very kindly wrote another verse to the song one time. But it's like, looks like everyone's gathered here at my mom's, all the out of towners. Is that right?
Yeah.
Just because. I don't remember the rest, but I liked it a lot. Here's the OG, the original version of it.
Yeah.
Thanks y'all for hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. Natalie said she didn't want to go past 10:20. We're about to, so I'm gonna shut up and play this now. It's called "Live Till We Die." I kissed a drunk girl at my high school reunion, the one with the pretty smile. We used to joke about screw. Turns out nobody talked to her. She moved out of state, divorced with 3 kids, like they all are these days. I was home for the holidays, with mama pulling out her hair. Dad says he's gonna leave, but every year he's still there. Cousin Stu drinks by the phone, Uncle Jimmy ain't been found. Seems we're all on a train, we don't know where it's bound, but I'm thankful for this life. Glory, hallelujah. May we live till we die. You can sing harmonies if you want. Pastor Bob got arrested. Browns moved to Bixby. Started seeing this woman. She thinks she can fix me. She's a Jackson State fan, and I like TSU. Mama seems to like her, so I probably should too. I gave up the bottle, flushed my last pack, but I still get those headaches. Got that thing with my back, never noticed the years. They go faster now, what I wouldn't give sometimes to make them slow down, and I'm thankful for this life. Glory, hallelujah. May we live till we die. All right. Well, blistering guitar solo. Hold on to your seats, folks. Woo! Heat up. So I'm writing this letter from the diner in Houston with my last pile of cash, but I haven't been using. Tell Tommy he can have my Gibson, buy some shit for the house, take good care and I love you. Gotta be going now, but I'm thankful
Thankful
for
for
this
this
life.
life.
Glory,
Glory,
hallelujah.
hallelujah.
May we live
Live
till we
till we die.
die. I'm
Oh,
thankful
thankful
for
for
this
this
life.
life.
Glory,
Glory,
hallelujah.
hallelujah.
May we live
Live
till we
till we
die.
die.
All right. Chris
Yay!
Moyse, Natalie Price coming to you live from the apocalypse.
Thank you so much for being my guest.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
everyone,
me.
for tuning in.
We
I'll be
went o-
back here tomorrow.
we went over by 1 minute.
It's all right. I think it'll be okay.
Nice.
All right. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Cheers.